Maddie, so I get to see her all the time. But Jasmine, we haven't gotten to see each other much. It is good to see all of you. What's up, Melanie Bograd? Great to see you too. Annabella, hey Annabella, we'll count you being first because you were on the squad account. Annabella, tell us in the comments, what is the squad? We are all burning and desiring to know. Hey, tonight we're also going to be, this is also going to be available on YouTube if you'd prefer to watch that. If there are people watching on YouTube, hello, it is good to see you. Well, not see you, but be seen by you. I can't wait to be with you guys again. The baby goat is back. The squad is apparently so rad. Yeah, I've heard that a lot too, dude. I don't know anything about that. All right, guys, throw up in the comments if anybody has had anything just epic happen this week. Like, man, you were stoked out of your mind. But then also on the other side of that, throw up any of the things that, man, maybe this week were just lame. Like, you were hoping something was going to be cool, and then it just didn't happen. Something like that. We got to do a bunch of fun stuff. My kids and I had been in the water every day up until today, from Thursday, Friday. No, wait, we weren't in the water Saturday. Were we? I don't think we were in the water Saturday. But Sunday, and then yesterday we got to go in the water, and oh my goodness, it's been beautiful. We were playing in creeks up in Ojai, social distancing, and like playing in the water in the creek. We went to the ocean for a little bit in Silver Strand. It was rad. What is up, Riley? What's up, Sean? Mr. John? Sean John? Yeah, I don't understand that, bro. Is that your first name? Oh man, somebody did pretty good in Fortnite. I have no idea what that means. I'm so sorry. I have never played Fortnite. Today, by the way, guys, is Matthew Lim's 22nd birthday. So the moment, if he hops on at all, I'm not sure if he'll be here. He might be having dinner with his family. But if Matthew Lim hops on at all, everybody just starts spamming the comments with happy birthday, Matt, happy birthday, Matt. Your brother's nickname for you? Dude, nicknames are the best. Do you guys know that all of you probably know this. My real name is Paul, Adrian, Ronald, Keith, Howard, Eagle, Roderick, John, Murphy. Parkher is like an acronym. You take a lot of those and slam them together. What's up, Ashley? Yes, we love you, Matt. Annabella, you don't like online school. Why not? What's been going on? Oh, Faith, you've been playing Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. Yeah, man, I bet video game sales are just through the roof. I heard you can't even get like a Nintendo Switch. Is that still a thing? And to put up in the comments what video games you guys are playing right now, what's going on, how you guys are doing with that. If you guys are playing Animal Crossing, I know Matthew's been playing a ton of that. Maybe you guys have been playing like Faith, Super Smash, all that other stuff. I know, Ashley, it is a long name. Isn't that funny? You don't believe in online school, Annabella? Is that like... You don't believe in it, like you just wish it didn't exist kind of a thing? Like when you get to a certain age and you start wondering about fairy tales? Or is that like, I don't believe in it, I protest online school, blah. Who thinks that they have the best grades right now? Like your grades are just killing it. I was talking to Elijah Garman in a small group just a couple minutes ago. And Elijah was saying that he has almost finished all of his classes for high school. He's a senior in high school, and he's almost completely done with his classes now because of online school. The guy just rocked it and got through them. Maybe some of you were there. Maybe some of you are like, bah, not at all. Your grades are dying. Oh, no. Oh, man. Your grades are going to get your phone taken away. Annabella, man, that's not going to be good. I know, it's hard. What's up, Anna? Great to see you. Please fill us in. Matthew Lim! Happy birthday, Matthew! Matthew! Man, we love you, dude. We wish we could get together and celebrate you. It's perfect that your birthday was on a Tuesday night. It would have been awesome to be able to get together and celebrate you. Man, we love you. Hey, put up in the comments, what is your favorite thing about Matthew? We'll take just a couple minutes and, man, just dote on the guy. Tell him happy birthday. Tell him we love him. Is it your birthday, Matthew? Yeah, Matthew, happy birthday. Tell him some of your favorite things that you love about Matthew. In my family, we do what we call words of encouragement. And so that's pretty rad. What we do is we pick a word or a phrase every single birthday and we like gift it to that person, right? So we would tell them like, man, this year I've seen you grow in, and then you fill in the blank and then you use that word to build that person up, and we love it. So you said he gave me Chick-fil-A. I love it. Matthew saying PJ Masks. Matthew, let's see if live with Matthew to celebrate him for his birthday. Matthew, if you're busy, don't you worry about it, bro. Matthew Lim, happy birthday, dude.
Thanks, man.
It is so good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
Thank you, bro. I know Faith, she's had a COVID birthday, right,
Yeah.
since this. And I don't know about anybody else, dude, but what's it been like for you? It kind of sucks. We talked about that a little bit.
It was like, I honestly like didn't really have anything planned other than like just like a meal with family. Other than that, like I didn't really plan things out like to do things like a normal birthday or like have any event going on. I just like I don't know. It's been pretty normal for me, so it doesn't like actually feel like my birthday.
Just kind of like another day.
Yeah, and then like the whole squad rolled up, and then it was like, oh crap, this is real. This is so cool.
Yeah, tell everybody a little bit about that. What did we do? We did a little parade.
Yeah, so all the leaders, they lined up outside of my house in their cars and just like did a whole parade, like a drive-by like birthday party thing, and it was so cool.
It's awesome, but it's like it's still not enough, right, dude?
Yeah, it's like I really enjoyed it though. It was like I don't know, it felt like enough for me, for sure.
Good. That's awesome, dude. I know it's weird, right? Like COVID is kind of like up and down, and it's all these little joys that are kind of taken from us that get to build up to be a lot, bro.
Yeah, definitely. It's like I don't feel like I'm missing any like huge things. It's just like little things like here and there, like oh well.
Yeah. Well, Matthew, I speak for all of On Mission when I tell you, man, that you are so loved, and we are so grateful for the work that Jesus does through you at On Mission, man. We are so thankful for the life that you've invested into so many students and myself, the way you faithfully served as a staff member and as a volunteer. You're just an incredible guy, man, and we can't wait to see what God does with your life.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
appreciate all of you guys. Love all of you guys.
Hey, Matt, we're going to be playing tonight. We're going to be doing our main game in the Zoom groups tonight. So we're going to do like one giant, massive Zoom group where we're going to do all the games. So guys and girls, co-ed, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, giant game. But I thought it'd be fun right now to go through and have a series of true or false questions that I'm going to hot people on the live stream. I'm going to, like what I just did with you, I'm going to request different people to join the live stream. And I'm going to ask them a true or false question. If they get it right, they get to stay on the live stream. If they get it wrong, they get kicked off the live stream.
Okay.
You, and all just bragging rights. The next game in the Zoom small groups is where you'll get hooked up with free food if you win and all the good stuff.
For sure.
But this is just bragging rights.
Awesome.
Let's start with you with the first question, bro.
Okay, let's do it.
True or false? Cyclones spin in a clockwise direction in the southern hemisphere.
False.
It's just like a coin toss, right? Boom, Matthew, you are wrong. We have kicked Matthew off because Matthew was not correct. Annabella, we're going to see if we can go live with Annabella, and we'll ask Annabella a question. If she gets it right, she's going to be able to stay on the live stream. If Annabella gets it wrong, we're going to give her the boot, and we're going to kick her off. What's up, Annabella?
Hi.
Hello. So we're playing a game, just a little fun game, just bragging rights, where I'm going to ask you a true or false question. We're doing our main game in our Zoom small groups tonight. So we're going to do this one giant Zoom group, boys and girls, where we're going to play the game Pictionary. But right now, I'm just asking true or false questions. Are you ready?
All right. I'm on the Zoom already with Gabby.
Dick, are you ready for your true or false question?
I am ready.
Okay, true or false? Goldfish only have a memory of a few seconds.
False.
Boom, you are correct. Scientists have discovered that they actually can remember things for months. Great job. Next question. The capital of Libya is Benghazi.
Yes.
False. It's Tripoli. Adios, Annabella. You have been kicked off of the live stream. All right, let's see who else we can get to hop on the live stream with us. How about the Baby Goat? Oh, Baby Goat says, don't replace me. You know what? We're going to see if we can go live with Faith then. Faith, let's see if we can go live with you or not. So
Hello.
Hi, Faith. It is so nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Thank you. Happy late birthday, by the way.
Thanks.
How old did you turn?
14.
14 years old. That is awesome, Faith. Are you ready for your true or false question?
Yes.
Yes, you are. Okay. Brazil is the only country in the Americas to have the official language of Portuguese. True or false?
True.
Let me see. The answer for that is true. You are correct. So you can stay on. The next question is this. The Channel Tunnel is the longest rail tunnel in the world. True or false, Miss Faith?
False?
Yes, Faith, you got it right. The
I didn't
Gotthard
know
Base
that.
Tunnel in Switzerland is 4 miles longer at 35 and a half miles long. That is crazy, Faith.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I know. Okay, are you ready for a Star Wars true or false one?
Yes, I just
Okay,
watched
here
a
we
movie
go.
last night.
Yes, I'm so proud of you. Okay.
Yeah, me and my family have been watching them because my mom hasn't seen like any of them.
Oh, no.
So she has only seen The Rise of Skywalker, so we just finished the prequels.
Wow. Okay, so here's your new one. This one you should be ready for this then. It says this. Darth Vader famously says the line, "Luke, I am your father," in the movie The Empire Strikes Back. True or false?
True.
No, the line is actually, "No, I am your father." Faith, you did so good. Faith has the bragging rights thus far. Let's see if we can go live with Mr. John and see what we find. We are connecting. What's up, bro? Good to see you.
Hey,
Man, it's just nice to see your face. How you doing, dude?
good. How are you?
I'm good. You ready for your true or false question?
Yes.
Bro, you look like you stay ready. All right, here we go. Olivia Newton-John represented the UK in the Eurovision Song Contest in 1974, the year ABBA won the Waterloo. True or false? It's like a coin toss, bro. You get a 50-50 chance.
True.
Boom! You are correct. It is true, man. That is so good. Wow, you must know a lot about ABBA. All right, you ready? True or false? Stephen Hawking declined a knighthood from the Queen. You know where the Queen knights you? Now you are Sir. Stephen Hawking declined a knighthood from the Queen. True or false?
I feel like that's true.
Bro, you are on fire. That is true. Who would decline a knighthood?
A smart man.
Bro, imagine if your name was Sir John. That'd be the coolest thing ever, man.
I know.
Gosh, that guy's a nut. Okay, next question. The highest mountain in England is Ben Nevis. True or false?
False.
Boom, you are correct. Ben Nevis is in Scotland. Man, you are either the luckiest dude on this live stream or you have weird Jeopardy skills. Okay, now this one's a weird one. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Michael Jackson and Nicolas Cage both married the same woman. True or false?
True.
You were right, dude. It is
Oh
true.
my
To
God.
Lisa Marie Presley, Elvis Presley's ex-wife after he died, dude. That is just
Oh my
crazy.
God.
Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Man, you win the bragging rights already. Let's just see if you can keep going. Here we go. Here's the next one. Japan and Russia did not sign a peace treaty after World War II, so are technically still at war. True or false?
I think that's true. I feel like I've heard that somewhere.
Is that your answer?
Yes, go.
It is true. It is true. So the two countries have signed a joint declaration, but not a peace treaty.
Nice.
Boom! Man, you are just on a roll. Okay, are you ready? Bro, you're on fire. Let's see if we can put out you. The map. I got an incoming phone call. All right, here we go. The mathematical name for the shape of a Pringle is hyperbolic paraboloid, something like this.
I feel like that's just like way too detailed to not be true.
You think it's true?
Yeah.
You are on fire. It is true, dude. Man, you're getting crazy. Okay, here we go. This one's a pretty good one. I don't even think you'll know who this guy is. I hardly do.
All
Charlie Chaplin came in first in a Charlie Chaplin look-alike contest. True or false?
True.
Ah, it was
Ah.
false, dude. You did so good, bro. Check this out. He came in third at his own look-alike contest. Isn't that so funny? He entered as just a regular person with a different name at a look-alike contest for himself, and he came in third. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I know, bro. Hey, man, you did great. Adios, my friend. I did it. Let's see, the squad. Gabby Pito wants to go live. Gabby, let's see how you do. You're a leader, Gabby. Let's see if you can hang with the best. Yeah, Faith is second. Faith, you are killing it. So far, John just wrecked shop. Gabby, good to see you, my friend.
Oh, God. Yeah, hello.
Not the right angle?
No.
You ready for your question?
Yeah.
All right. Michael Keaton's real name is Michael Douglas. True or false?
False.
And that was true. Bye, Gabby. Oh, Gabby, that was so sad. Jasmine, let's see if we can go live with Jasmine. Jasmine is going to be our last one if she'll let us go live with her. Let's see what we get from Jasmine. Great to see you. Hello, hello. Are you ready for your true or false question?
Sure.
I think you're ready. Okay. Donald Duck's middle name is, oh man, Fauntleroy.
True.
It is true. You're right. Good job. Okay, you ready? The Statue of Liberty was a gift from France. True or false?
False.
No, it is true. Oh man, hey, bonus extra bragging points if you can tell me what year the Statue of Liberty was gifted to us from France. Bonus points. Gabby wants a second chance. Let's bring Gabby back on. Oh, sorry, we pinned her comment. Let's bring Gabby back on as our absolute final last one. Remember, we're going to be doing our game tonight, but we're going to be doing it in our Zoom small groups afterwards. What's up, Gabby? I believe in redemption because I follow Jesus. Do you believe in redemption?
I do.
You
Oh my God.
do. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
The Great Wall of China is visible from space.
True.
Are you sure?
I'll pray about it real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
What is true?
Ooh. So I've heard that it is, but on my answer sheet, it's saying false. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to call that one a gray area, and I'm going to ask you one final question.
Okay.
The last question that I have on my sheet. Are you ready?
Yes.
The first tea bags were made of silk. True or false?
True.
Gabby got it right. But John, man, he still comes in so strong with the bragging rights. Gabby, you're leading one of our Zoom groups in just a little bit, aren't you?
I am leading the Zoom group.
The Zoom group. Dang, juggernaut. And we're playing a game. Do you want to tell them what game we're playing? I think I said it earlier.
Yeah, it's Pictionary, right?
It is Pictionary. You are right. So we're going to be playing Pictionary, boys and girls. Huge epic dinner prize afterwards. For now, though, this game, John wins bragging rights, which to me is more important than dinner. I would rather have bragging rights than dinner any day of the week. Right, Gabby?
Yeah, good job, John.
Good job, John. Mass respect. Peace out, Gabby. Good to see you. Boom. All right, guys. So we're going to go into our message now, and then in just a little while, like I said, we're going to go to our Zoom small groups. Everybody hop on. It's when you're going to be able to play a game, win prizes, get into a small group, have some conversation with some friends. We're going to do all of it, one giant group for the game. It is going to be epic, and we cannot wait to see you there. What I would love for you guys to do now, if you could help me with this, is this. Post in the comments what has been good about COVID. I know it's easy to focus on some of the negative, online school, not seeing friends, not being able to go outside a ton, all these different things. Post in the comments what are some of the things about COVID that you think are good? Go. I'll kind of pay attention to them, and I'm going to keep talking as we go. So if you did not know, we are going through the book of Acts for this month. So we started it about a week and some change ago. So we're in Acts chapter 9 now. Acts has 28 chapters in it. So we have been, there was a bug on my screen, but I just murked him. Bye-bye, bug. Acts has 28 chapters in it. So we've been reading one chapter a day. We've been doing some Zoom small groups, like at random times. It's been awesome to see that. So if you guys want to get connected to that, please do. Some of you are saying more time to think, more time to pray, lots more family time. Yeah, you cut your hair, Annabella. Man, we can't wait to see it. Matthew says running, Jesus time, family time, learning piano. Good job, Matthew. Animal Crossing. These are all good things with COVID. One of the things that I've loved is what we're talking about right now, has been getting to spend time in the scriptures, and especially together. So if you want to join with us in reading through the book of Acts, it is never too late. You can hop in right now with chapter 9, which is what we're going to be looking at. It's like bonus points. We're handing this to you. If you'd like, go to the venturamissionary.com website, click on students. If you have the Bible app downloaded, it's super easy. Just look for On Mission, and you'll see our Acts reading plan. Just click to join that, and we'll get you guys plugged in, because, man, we are loving seeing what God is doing in and through this book in our lives. It's been a ton of fun. So today, like I said, we are in Acts chapter 9. So if you have a Bible in front of you, grab that sucker and turn to Acts chapter 9. It's a great chapter. In Acts chapter 9, we see a meanie, right, which is like what my son calls mean people. We see a meanie by the name of Saul, who is trying to destroy the church. So the church has just gotten started. Jesus just was crucified, resurrected, and then ascended up into heaven. Then he sent the Holy Spirit down, if you remember this in Acts, and the Spirit comes into the believers, and man, their whole lives are like radically changed. It's awesome. People are getting saved left and right. 3,000 people are baptized in a single day. I don't even know how that's possible. It is so cool to see what God did. And now people are not liking the church. And it's because the church is growing and God is doing beautiful things, but religion likes to keep things neat and tidy. And so this guy named Saul has been charged. He's a Jewish guy, and he's been charged by the Jewish people to go and arrest and maybe even kill the early church, the early Christians. Can you believe that? Like, the church has just gotten started. Their whole message, their main thing they're preaching is what Jesus said: love one another, and love God, and love your neighbor like yourself. Like, this is all that they're talking about. This is what they're doing, and people are trying to kill them. Can you believe that? It's crazy. So in Acts chapter 9, we see this guy named Saul. In verses 1 and 2, he gets the papers to be able to actually go and arrest people. So it's like he went to like maybe like the courthouse in Ventura, right? And he goes to the judge and he says, dude, can I get some papers to go to Ventura Missionary Church during youth group and arrest a bunch of students because they're following Jesus? And the judge says yes. And so Saul starts going around and arresting people left and right. And in verse 1, it literally says Paul was breathing out murderous threats to the Lord's disciples. Annabella, you're right. Saul isn't very nice. I totally agree. He's breathing out murderous threats to the Lord's disciples. Like, that is such a crazy sentence. Imagine if someone said that about you. Dude, Parker has been breathing out murderous threats. That's like the craziest thing you can say about somebody, right? Death threats. These are not jokes. And then in verse 2, it says that any Christian that Saul found, he would throw them into jail. So these people are just following the way of Jesus, like you and me. And this guy Saul is grabbing all these early Christians and he's throwing them into jail. Can you believe that? Doesn't that feel like, man, that is so far away from the world we live in right now? Like, we're not getting thrown into prison for following Jesus anymore, right? But what's actually crazy is that's not true. All around the world, maybe it's true like in America and in the West, but all around the world, followers of Jesus are still being thrown in jail and still being killed for following Jesus. They're called martyrs. And actually, one source says that about 100,000 Christians are murdered or martyred every single year for following Jesus. That is an insane number of people. Around the world, 100,000 people are killed, not because they're bad, not because they did something wrong, not because they're like trying to hurt somebody else. No, because they're Christians and they're trying to do what we are trying to do. 100,000 people are on average is what the estimate is. It's really hard to track that number, so maybe it's less, but 100,000 people are being murdered every year because of their faith in Jesus. So nothing's really changed. Isn't that crazy? For 2,000 years, the way of Jesus has been happening and the church has been growing. And for 2,000 years, there's been people like Saul trying to hurt and throw in jail and even sometimes kill people who want to follow Jesus. See, suffering is a real thing. All around the world, we all see those pictures of like kids suffering, and we all see and hear stories about Christian organizations like maybe World Vision or things like that that are moving into the suffering in the name of Jesus and are trying to like bring life where there is pain and suffering. Suffering in the church is real. Some of us right now are having a really hard time not being able to see each other. And one of the things that Jesus says is to love one another. And it is so hard to do that over Zoom and Instagram Live. And you know that, and I know that. But suffering is a real thing in the church. And what I want to say is that Jesus sees the suffering. Jesus sees the suffering all around the world, and especially in the church. And it actually hurts Jesus too. Here, let me say that again. When the church is suffering, it actually hurts Jesus too. See, to Jesus, the church is his body. What does that mean, right? Let me unpack that for us for a second. The church is Jesus's body. What does that mean? Like that big building up in the hill that we meet at Ventura Missionary, like that's Jesus's body. He's like a transformer or something weird. No, that's not what I mean at all. A body, when you think about what your body is, right? It's a physical representation of who you are, right? Like a lot else is involved, like your mind, your thoughts, and all those things. But your body is a physical representation of who you are. And the church is supposed to be a physical representation of Jesus here on this earth now. If you remember, Jesus died, was resurrected from the dead, meaning like, man, he killed death. And then he ascended back up into heaven. So he's no longer on earth anymore. He's with the Father in heaven. But the church is supposed to act like his body. We're supposed to be the physical representation of Jesus here on this earth. And so when the church suffers, that's like Jesus is suffering because we are his body. He suffers too. And I'll prove it. In verses 3 and 4, if you have your Bibles, Saul the mean dude meets Jesus. Remember, Jesus was resurrected. He doesn't have a body anymore. I've said that, right? Like he's up in the Father. He's up with the Father in heaven now. But he makes this like surprise guest appearance type thing to this guy, Saul. And look what he says in verse 4. Jesus says this to Saul. Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me? Let me say that again. Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me? Notice Jesus doesn't say the church. To Jesus, the church and himself, they're one and the same because the church is Jesus's body. How many of you guys have ever stubbed your toe before? Like maybe you've stubbed a toe. If so, put up in the comments like, man, if you stubbed your toe this week, actually, you know what? If you've been hurt at all during COVID, if you hurt your ego, if you hurt like Levi, he is getting so many little bruises and bumps from running around and playing all the time. If you've been hurt at all, put up how you got hurt and what you got hurt by during COVID in the comments right now. But when you stub your toe is like this big. It's one of the smallest little parts on your body, right? But oh my goodness, if you stub your toe, that is like the worst possible pain that you can be in, right? I don't know about you, man, but when I stub my toe, I'm like doubled over in pain, holding my leg, rocking back and forth. It hurts so much. You wouldn't think that this little tiny body part could hurt so much, but it does. See, even when little things hurt, we notice. And to Jesus, when any part of his body hurts, he notices. Jesus sees what is going on with his body. When you, being a part of Jesus' body, if you're a Christian, you're a part of the church, you're a part of Jesus' body, when you are hurting, when you are suffering, Jesus notices it. He feels it because, man, you're a part of his body. Even if you feel like you're like a little pinky toe, Jesus feels the pain that's going on in his body. Jesus notices the pain that you've been going through all through COVID and the stuff before. He knows the pain you're going to have after all this. Sometimes it can look like Jesus doesn't notice the suffering, but he always does. Jesus always notices the suffering. I had Levi memorize a new Bible verse. If you know me or my son, you know I like to have him memorize a lot of Bible verses. I think it's just really good. It helps reframe our minds, right? And so the last Bible verse that he memorized is Romans chapter 8, verse 28. And in it, it says that we know all things, God works for the good of those who love him, who are called according to his plan. In all things, God works for the good of those who love him. Even sometimes the painful stuff, God works for the good in through that stuff for those who love God. God is always taking the brokenness in the world and using it for our good and for his glory. Even stuff that stinks like COVID. See, now we don't know what God is doing in the world, but we can always trust that he is doing something in the world. The book of Acts shows us that God is always moving in the world, even if we can't see it. Because God took a guy like Saul, who was breathing out murderous threats to the church, and he showed up in his life, and he changed his whole life around. And then Saul ends up also later in Acts, I'm going to do a little spoiler alert, getting a name change. And they start to call him Paul. And this guy, Paul, went on to write more books in the Bible than anyone else. Isn't that cool? See, God can take even things that feel like suffering, and he can turn them and twist them into his glory and for our good, like that verse in Romans 8:28 says. So guys, we're gonna head to Zoom groups, and if Jesus can do that to Saul's life, he can do that to your life. Jesus has done that to my life, and I promise you he can do that to your life. So if you haven't been reading along in Acts with us, please read along in Acts. We have loved going through it, man. You got to see what God keeps doing in and through these guys' lives. Hey, I've never broke a bone either. Isn't that tight? I know. Somebody said they've never broken a bone. Random fact, me neither. I don't even know how. But hey, click out of this. Go to the link in our bio. Click that link. We're going to go to one ginormous Zoom small group all together to play Pictionary. Winner is going to have food sent to their front door and bragging rights. It is going to be epic, and I cannot wait to see what God does in and through our lives. Please join on the Acts group. You can go to YouVersion or ask your leader how to get connected with that. Join now to our Zoom group. We're going to all go and we're going to all play Pictionary. If you are watching online on YouTube, go to venturamissionary.com. Look for the student life page. You're going to be able to click on the Zoom small group section. Again, we're all going to hop into one giant group. We're going to play Pictionary. Winner's going to have dinner sent to them. Again, John, you're the man for winning the true or false questionnaire. Bro, massive bragging rights to you. Guys, I love you. Grace and peace to each and every one of you as you continue to figure out how to follow Jesus in the midst of COVID. I love you guys. See you guys next week.